Hello, everybody. In this session, we are talking about consumer choice. Consumer choice is a multifaceted of buying goods and services, whereby personal, economic, and social factors influence an individual's or a household decisions. It varies from person to person based on their income level and the utility derived from a specific purchase. Also, it may change depending on their circumstances. It serves as a crucial tool for companies to gauge consumer buying behavior. Consumer theory in microeconomics explains the mechanism of consumer choice. It states that a buyer's budget constraints and individual preferences drive consumer spending or consumption. And then we move to the types of consumption. The first type, direct consumption. When the commodities consumed are for human want and they are consumed directly, it is called direct consumption. Examples include food and beverage. And then the second, wasteful consumption. The consumption of commodities that lead to the creation of waste or useless items is known as wasteful consumption. Examples include the use of minerals that break down due to mishandling. And then the third, productive consumption. When a commodity is consumed in the production of another product, such consumption is known as productive consumption. For example, the use of soda for the production of soaps. Productive consumption is also called indirect consumption. And then fourth, quick consumption. The consumption of commodities that lasts only for a moment is called quick consumption. Consumption of single-use goods such as tea and coffee falls in this category. And then fifth, slow consumption. The type of consumption of commodities that remain effective for a long period of time is known as slow consumption. The use of consumer durables, electronics, etc. falls in this category. And then we move to the factors of consumer choice. The first factor is budget constraints. Consumers operate within a budget governed by their income and the prices of the products and services they wish to procure. And then the second factors, psychological factors. Consumer decisions can be influenced by psychological factors such as perceptions, emotions, decision-making biases, and cognitive biases. And then the third, price. Consumers often consider the cost of a product or service and whether it aligns with their budget. And then fourth, marginal utility. Decisions are influenced by the marginal utility of a product, which represents the further contentment gained from consuming one more unit of that product. And then fifth, preferences. Consumers have distinct preferences for various goods and services, often depicted using indifference curves. Is utility functions. And then six, utility. They aim to maximize their satisfaction or happiness, known as utility, when consuming goods and services. And then we move to the basics of consumer choice models. A consumer choice model is a mathematical representation of how a consumer allocates their income among various goods and services, given their preferences, budget constraints, and prices. A consumer choice model especially usually consists of three elements: a utility function, a budget constraint, and an optimization problem. The utility function measures how much satisfaction or happiness a customer derives and from consuming different bundles of goods and services. The budget constraint shows the trade-offs between consuming more of one good and less of another, given the consumer's income and prices. The optimization problem involves funding and finding the 100 bundle of goods and services that maximizes the consumer's utility subject to the budget constraint. And then how can marketers collect and analyze data to understand consumer choice and preference? Marketers can gain valuable insights into consumer behavior and make informed decisions to influence their choices. The first, surveys and questionnaires. Marketers can design surveys and questionnaires or collect data directly from consumers. These tools allow for the collection of quantitative and qualitative information, providing a comprehensive understanding of consumer preferences. And then the second, data visualization. Presenting data in a visually appealing and easy to understand format enhances data analysis, so marketers can use charts, graphs, and infographics to highlight key findings and communicate insight effectively. And then the third, focus groups. Conducting focus groups enables marketers to gather insights from a small group of individuals who represent the target audience. Through interactive discussion, marketers can delve deeper into consumer indicators and opinions and then preferences. And then fourth, competitive analysis. Analyzing competitive strategies, products, and consumer feedback provides marketers with insight into the competitive landscape. By understanding what drives consumer choice in the market, especially marketers can position their offerings effectively. I think it is enough for this session. Thanks for watching, and don't forget give this channel with your like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.